Hello, you're watching O2 Inside Line Live, and a warm welcome to Le Touquet here in France, where we're located at the England Rugby training base. My name is Kenzie Benali, and over the next 25 minutes, we're going to be joined by a couple of the England players. We're going to be talking to them about life in camp. They are going to be taking on our Back to Front challenge. We'd love for you to get involved with that as well, of course. We'd also love for you to send in any questions that you have for our players. You can do so by dropping them in the comments section below. Just make sure you use the hashtag #WearTheRose. All right, let's not waste any more time though. Let's get to introducing our players, shall we? Between them, they scored 7 tries for England last week. First up, we're going to start with a man who's been crowned King Henry V. It is, of course, England winger Henry Arundell. How's that for an intro? Henry, good to see you. And joining Henry on the sofa, we are very, very delighted to be joined by England hooker Theo Dan. It's good to see you both.
It's good to
that was
be
really
here.
something, wasn't it?
It was nice to be next to King Henry.
I know, what a privilege. How are you both doing? You well?
Yeah, brilliant, thank you. Very good, thank you.
Good stuff. It's great to see you. Listen, we're going to start the show with a bit of a game, ease you into it, get you warmed up. We're going to start with some fact or fiction. This is always a bit of fun. I'm going to give you 3 statements about the other player. You need to identify which 2 statements are true and which one is fake. Okay, so it's actually a little bit tricky. We're going to see how well you guys know each other. Okay, Henry, you're going to kick us off here. Which of these is fakey fiction about Theo? Number 1, Theo can speak fluent Romanian. Number 2, Theo played centre in the early days for Saracens. Or number 3, Theo played jazz flute at a performance for Prince Charles at Royal Albert Hall.
It can't be the third one, surely.
It was a good day.
That's true.
It was a good day.
We are in the presence of royalty.
Exactly. You speak Romanian, yeah. I can see you playing centre.
What about me on the flute?
I can also see that. You're quite, quite pretentious, aren't you? So. I'm going to say centre's not true.
Okay, he's going for number 2. Theo's being very straight-faced there. He's not.
I'm not giving anything away. I'm not giving anything away.
Well, you're going to have to, because I don't know the answer either here.
Oh, right. No, I did play centre. I didn't play flute.
Not bad, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know how to take that.
I think you'd be pretty good on the flute. I can actually see that myself. All right, okay, so you learn something new every day. Yeah. There you go. You know something new about Theo. Theo, it's your turn now. Which of these is the fakey about Henry? Number 1, Henry used to live in Cyprus. Number 2, Henry could have played for Scotland or Wales, but opted for England. Or number 3, Henry's medieval ancestors are buried at Arundell Castle. Tricky question.
Arundell Castle, real place.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. I know your dad was in the army, wasn't he? Yeah. So you moved around. I know that you moved around quite a lot.
Okay.
Was it born in Cyprus or lived in Cyprus?
Used to live in Cyprus.
I can see that. What was the second one?
Second one is Henry could have played for Scotland or Wales, but opted for England.
You seem as English as they come, mate.
That's a compliment.
King Henry V. I mean,
and Arundell Castle. It seems a bit ridiculous, doesn't it? But it wouldn't surprise me either. It actually wouldn't surprise me.
Hey, maybe they're all true. Do we have a fake one in there?
Maybe I'll say the second one is fake. Okay. He couldn't have played for Scotland and Wales.
Could have.
That one was
you
true.
Could have. So which one was fake? The first one?
Third one.
Oh.
Arundell with 1 L on 2 L's.
Ah, there we go. That was a giveaway.
Come on.
It's all in the details. All in the details. All right. Well, there we go. Brought you closer together.
Yeah, brilliant. Look at that.
Learned a little something about one another. We love to see it. Listen, let's talk about life in camp then. We know you guys are obviously working really, really hard, but it's super important you enjoy some downtime as well. So how do you kind of strike that balance between, you know, getting down to business, working hard, but actually making sure you're getting the R&R in as well?
The coaches are very good at it. Steve's very good at it about switching on and off. So when we're on training days, it's very intense, and we want to get the work done that we need to get done for the week, for the game. But we get quite a lot of time off, to be fair, and you can kind of do as much as you want, really. Paddle's a big thing at the moment, as most people have heard. There's been a lot of paddle going on. I think some of the lads visited the War Memorial today, not too far from here, which is quite a cool sight to see, quite moving. And then, other than that, it's kind of just bit of golf. Go find a creperie nearby and indulge.
Yeah, that sounds pretty amazing, actually. And what do you guys specifically do then? You mentioned paddle there, and we were speaking about that off camera. I know that's something you guys enjoy. Do you hit the golf course as well? What's your kind of preference to do on a day off?
I didn't hit the golf course, but Theo did. I think you're part of the
keen golfer,
Ryder Cup.
Not very good. Actually, probably one of the worst. But yeah, I'll be found on the golf course on the days off. I don't know. Do you do paddle?
I do paddle.
A lot of boys do both. They like to keep themselves busy during the days off.
Yeah, Jinxie came out from golf and then went straight into paddle. And
wow.
Jamie
must have been knackered.
That was a good effort.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm really impressed
A
with
lot
that.
of energy.
All right, so paddle and golf seems to be the most
Two main
popular
ones,
choices. All right, I like that. That sounds pretty fun. Obviously, you're both here at your first major tournaments, but take us back. Let's rewind 4 years. What were you doing when England were out in Japan? Where were you watching, and do you remember that?
I was at school. I think I was in my lower 6th year, and yeah, I just remember watching them on my phone in lessons when obviously not allowed to have your phone out, but at least I had it on the side. And then eventually got to the point with the school when we got to, obviously England got to the final. They eventually put it up on the big screen in our boarding houses and we got to watch it.
Oh, that's amazing! And look at you now. What about you, Theo?
I was in I think it was my first year professional, so straight out of school. I think I remember, because it was obviously in Japan, the times was a bit different. Quite a lot of the games were during the morning, so I was training at Sarries, and then in our breaks it'd be put up on the big screen. So I watched a lot of the World Cup back at Sarries. But yeah, hearing you back at school is a bit depressing, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, that's cut me really deep. I just want to breeze over that, if I'm honest. Let's move past it. And actually, to do so, we have actually got a couple of really, really nice pictures here of some of the players with their families having a day out at Disneyland. So we're going to take a look at that now. We've been talking to the lads about their love for golf and paddle, but this is a really nice way to spend some time off as well. It's nice to see them with their families and friends. And Danny looks to be really enjoying himself there, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Genji looks delighted.
Genji looks absolutely fuming, isn't he?
Are you going to be heading to Magic Kingdom anytime soon whilst you're out here?
No.
Not for you, sticking to the paddle and the golf.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know, I can see you guys with some Mickey ears and going around on It's a Small World after all.
Double date together, go to Disney.
There you go. Hey, listen, I reckon that'd be good fun. All right, this week we also saw Joe Marler receive a very special gift to celebrate his headed pass to Courtney. Let's take a look at that now.
Bonsoir. For moi? No! What a header. All the best. Hashtag up the Albion. Lewis Dunk! No! It's probably the greatest present I've ever had. My hero, thank you. Up the Albion. Seagulls! Seagulls!
Oh, I love that. A bit of cross-sport respect there. Marla, clearly a huge Brighton fan, but are there any other lads wearing football shirts worthy of a mention in camp?
Tom Curry got everyone a Man United shirt.
Oh, really?
As his present to the team.
I haven't seen a lot of those flying about. I think quite a few of those boys.
No one's really bothered.
Bottom of
with
the
them.
suitcase.
Bottom of the suitcase. Store it away.
And I think it was Ben Earl got everyone a random shirt.
Okay. What did you guys
It's
get?
like a random box. I got like a random Division 2 German team. I don't even know who they are. Yeah.
So you're not going to be sporting those ones either?
I don't know if they exist anymore, to be honest.
Okay. A nice little memento from your time in France, anyway. Obviously, you guys are in camp for a really long time, 4 to 5 months. So it is really important that we keep morale high. You obviously want those kind of characters amongst the group. So we're going to have a look at Stone Cold Dan Cole bringing his very own kind of energy.
Jeez.
Oh, I'm sure that gets funnier every time you
so
see
good.
it.
Doesn't get old.
That always tickles me. Can you describe Coley's sense of humour?
Theo probably, being in the scrum with him, probably gets it the most.
He's got a very, very sort of dry sense of humour, but I'd say probably one of the funniest blokes in the squad. Yeah, you sit down with him at dinner and you're guaranteed to have a good time. You're guaranteed to laugh. And yeah, the stone cold stuff is brilliant, isn't it?
Oh, it's so good to see. I mean, like we were saying, you can watch it on repeat and it's still so funny.
So
I mean,
good.
you guys were chuckling away and that's what it's all about. As we say, keeping spirits high in camp, that's what we want to see. Now, a reminder to you guys watching along at home, the O2 Inside Line Live isn't the only place that you can keep up to date with everything. We also have our official England Rugby podcast. Most recently, we had Lark Atkin-Davis joining us as she builds up to the brand new WXV tournament happening soon in New Zealand.
I probably still am at a place where sometimes I don't like what I see in the mirror, but I'm really proud of what I can achieve on a rugby pitch. I think for me it was a quite difficult journey. When I was sort of growing up, a lot of the time I was sort of seeing and hearing talk that probably just didn't really empower me to be sort of the rugby player that I needed and wanted to be. I got married recently. It was so cool to like put my wedding dress on, like feel really beautiful, but also feel really strong at the same time. You're listening to the England Rugby podcast, O2 Inside Line. I'm Lark Davis.
Chucking over and
Bang.
So there you go, Lark's podcast was out last Tuesday. You can listen in full, of course, to that one and the others. We've had the likes of Courtney Laws and Freddie Stewart joining us, some absolute crackers on there. So make sure you search out England Rugby's pod wherever you get your podcasts and hit that subscribe button. This is O2 Inside Line Live. I'm Kenzie Benali and we're here with you from Le Touquet in France. And it's time for a bit of back to front. Henry and Theo are going to be giving this a go in just a moment's time. It is a test of skill and a desire to be the very, very best. I'm sure these two are going to want to get their name at the top of that leaderboard. Currently, Chris Robshaw sitting at the top of that. He's got an enormous 16. That is hugely impressive in just 20 seconds. But before we get the guys to take on this challenge themselves, let's take a look back and reflect at some absolute gold that we've seen on previous streams.
20 seconds, as many reps as you can.
Back to front.
Back to front. We're getting serious now. The Crocs are off. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my God, what a bad start.
Quick recover. 4.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
5.
Yeah, off the head, off the Swede, yes. Did you say have it, Jack?
14. 15 time.
I don't think.
Got him
Oh,
back.
the heart rate's
finally.
gone up.
All right, clearly more difficult than it looks. Benal seemed to struggle a bit there. I mean, 2. Do you think you could do better than that?
Well, I hope so. It's my career. So.
Yeah, all right. No pressure. Fingers crossed, because now it is your turn to take this on. The ball needs to start behind your back. You've got 20 seconds to get as many as you possibly can. Obviously, you've got to pass the ball over your head. Henry, you're going to take this on first. You ready for it?
Yeah, very ready.
Okay, let's do it. Let's get 20 seconds on the clock, please. Here we go then.
Let's get some
In
space,
3, 2, 1. Henry, off you go.
1.
Oh, lovely stuff.
3.
Oh,
There we go.
It was a good start. Keep going. Wonderful start.
3.
It's the pressure from Theo.
Oh,
No.
4.
Theo's enjoying this.
no. This is so much
still
harder than I
4.
It does look simple, but it's not. There we go, time.
So disappointed.
All right, you got 5. No, that's a good effort. That's a good effort. We'll take it. We'll take it. Theo, can you do better?
So patronising.
As long as I get above Benel's 2, I'll be happy.
All right, that's the goal. You wanna beat 2. I believe in you, Theo. Let's get the timer on the go. Here we go then. Start behind your back.
It's back to front.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Theo, take it away.
No, that is ridiculous from you.
Oh! Oh, he's done well to keep on of that.
5.
Oh, Henry's overtaken you. Good stuff. Keep it up. Oh!
Yeah, brilliant.
Oh, what an effort that was. Oh, we've gone for 11. We've gone for 11. So you're sitting kind of mid-table there. Great effort from you both. It really, really is pretty tricky indeed. And I imagine lots of you are watching along at home and thinking, you know what, I could give that a go. Well, if that is the case, we want to see it. Make sure you film yourself and get it on socials and use the hashtag back to front. And you never know, we might just show it on tomorrow night's show. We love to see it. But for now, we're going to talk about This Rose. If you haven't seen it already, This Rose is our exclusive behind the scenes series where we take you as close as we possibly can to the squad members in camp. And this week, we really do have an absolute cracker of an episode for you, which features the unique combo of Bevan Rodd, Jack Walker and Will Stewart.
Are you on? Okay.
We're off to my room to see what Will Stewart is up to. Welcome. I am rooming with Bill Stewart. Another interesting character.
Very interesting.
Good for an evening.
What's happening here?
This is Will. Well, we've run out of things to say on Inside Line, so we've come to the room.
Nice.
And have you got any of the care packages left over? His mum sends very caring care packages.
Yeah, for context, this is the better one she's given me. So there's some pants, which is nice. A lot of toothpaste and toothbrushing items, so I think she thinks my breath stinks. Some mayo, hasn't been refrigerated, so that's probably off. Some ketchup, a jar of Bovril, some baby moisturiser, which is more for my breath, and then she's taken it at me because she's given me this.
And remember, you can catch the weekly episode of This Rose on the England Rugby YouTube page. Make sure you catch up on the rest of the series if you haven't already done so, and hit that subscribe button. All right, guys, we're going to get through some fan questions now. They've been bringing the support from home, of course, and we've had some absolutely amazing questions. So huge thanks to those of you who have sent those in to us. And we're going to start with this question from Ewan. Ewan said, who is your favourite player to share a room with?
This man here, actually.
Oh,
great
in the
answer.
love.
I had him in pre-season at Penny Hill, and he was great until we actually had to go to sleep, and his snoring was horrific.
No.
But other than that, he's a great guy to have around. Very easy to live with.
Oh.
Set the record straight. The snoring isn't as bad as he makes it out. Both him and I've been rooming with Jack Willis now. They're very light sleepers, so sometimes they wake up in a bit of a bad mood.
That's what he's blaming it
But
on.
no, I roomed with Mara at the start actually for 3 or 4 weeks, and I don't think he complained once. So
So what's your answer? Me?
you make your own mind up.
That's crazy.
It's nice. I feel like you both said each other there. That's sweet. I like that. All right, let's get to Ollie and Will's dad's question. And they want to know, I feel like this might cause a bit of a divide here. Who would be better in each other's positions?
Me. I'd be so much better
Henry
at
straight
hooker than you at
It's
winger.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous to even say that.
I'd get folded in scrum.
Yeah.
Everything else would be amazing.
What, carrying in the tight?
Yeah, brilliant.
against guys who are like 100,
Well, I'd put
20,
weight
30
on.
kilos.
I'd put weight on, obviously.
How much would you put on?
10.
10 kilos?
Yeah.
So what, you'd be then 80
110.
kilos?
He's very confident. Theo, how do you respond?
Well,
you
I used to play in the centres, you know, I'd back myself in the
You
wing.
could not play in the back three.
So, go on.
You're
under the high ball.
You're 4'1", you wouldn't win a high
Same
ball.
height as you, which is ridiculous.
You're too heavy, you wouldn't be able to jump off the ground.
The same way you say you put on weight, I'd lose weight.
I don't think you can.
Oh no!
I've seen
ridiculous.
you eat and it's horrific.
That's ridiculous. Under the high ball,
Terrible.
calm and composed.
No coordination.
Footwork. Am I fast? Yes or no?
Yeah, you're quick.
There we go.
There we go. For how much?
There we go.
How much mass you're
There we
holding,
go.
yeah?
That's it.
Yeah.
So I'm quick, good under the high ball.
No, you're not good on the high ball.
I am.
You can't jump.
I'm just going to settle in.
All right, so
answer's
I've got
me.
all the 3 attributes they need
You
for a
don't
winger.
have anything.
You just said I'm quick.
Yeah, for how much weight you're holding.
I feel like I might need to
That's a
interfere
backhanded
here.
compliment.
This is a fun show here, guys. We don't want to cause any friction between teammates.
We'll put it up to the listeners, the viewers.
Let's put it up to the people at home.
They can decide.
I tell you what, yeah, get in touch, let us know what you think, and make sure you use the hashtag Wear the Rose. There we go. We'll get the answer to you when we find out what the people at home think. All right, let's move swiftly on, shall we? We've got this question here from Ben, and Ben wants to know, what's your USP as a player? Theo, we'll start with you.
Probably USP is unique selling point.
Yes.
I don't know what they're referring to. Probably.
We've just been hearing you've got plenty of those.
Yeah,
So.
probably my carrying. I like to think that's one of my strengths. So yeah, what about you, Henry?
Probably my line out throwing is pretty good.
Of course.
So that's what I'd be a good hooker. Probably my speed, I'd say that's probably my best part, yeah.
Oh, I love it. Well, listen, great questions there, and amazing to have you guys on the show. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we really appreciate you coming in and chatting to us. We're going to let you get back to camp now, but thank you so much for joining us, and all the best of luck for the week ahead. Guys, thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.
Huge thank you as well to those of you who have tuned in to O2 Inside Line Live. Don't forget, we will be back to tomorrow live here from Le Touquet at Topsy Ojo is going to be joined by former England players Alex Corbisiero, Rachel Burford. We're also going to have the Mayor of Le Touquet here as well. So whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube or Twitter, we look forward to your company. Make sure you're following all of England Rugby's social channels and make sure you join the conversation as well by using that hashtag Wear the Rose. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.
Yeah, go on.
Hard to define, innit? Cup of tea, pint of ale, chai latte, protein shake. Yeah, a little bit of everything. Like this team, made up of absolute units, speedsters, maestros, even the odd little fella. Players from everywhere that play from anywhere. Mohawks, optional. Fight, non-negotiable. It's all good. Differences are what makes us us. It's when we come together, the magic happens. Listen, you know that rose? Yeah, that one. Whisper it. It's not originally from here. But it's what it means to us that's important. And it represents this beautiful, weird bundle of culture we call home. And that's what we play for.